Tim Hensley here with the Urban Homestead. We're doing a grafting demonstration, and I have Aubrey Hensley here. She is the parafilmer and cuts our tape and some things like that, and maybe helps with labeling. Eli is on the camera. He usually is labeling and bundling our grafts. We have Aiden over here, and he's working on a saddle graft. And we've given a couple of demonstrations of a whip and tongue graft, which is kind of the standard method for home orchardists. We've done the cleft graft, which is useful when you're using your scion wood is small and you have large rootstock. And we wanted to show you, this will be pretty quick, a quick demonstration of a saddle graft. Now there's actually, you can do a saddle graft with a grafting knife. And it's quite a bit of cutting. You'd have to cut into the scion, 2 cuts, and it would make a V arrangement. You can back over here a little bit, Aubrey. And that is quite a process. But if you do a lot of grafts, then it comes in handy to have a grafting machine. And I forget the model name of this. Of this one, but it's a fair investment. But the machine itself does a saddle graft, and if you can, Eli can pan in here, you can see that there is a V cut or a saddle cut here that's made by this machine, and we put the stock in one side and the scion in the other, and it makes a beautiful cut. And we're using right now, we have a let's see, a wine sap tree that we're grafting, and so we take the stock and we make the saddle cut into the stock, and makes a perfect V of a cut. And we do it into the stock rather than the scion, because we think that it works better that way rather than having the saddle cut into the scion. So now I'm putting the scion wood on the other side of the machine and passing through, and here again it makes a perfect cut. And of course, if you have matched the diameter of your wood, then this is going to fit together perfectly. And so here we go. We'll take these two pieces of wood. We do match the side that the blade has passed through from top to bottom, and we do the same thing here, top to bottom, because the bottom cuts are a little bit ragged. So we put the 2 smooth top cuts together, press that together, and you can see it fits together beautifully. Now that will callus, and it'll make a really nice union. So now we've got it together. We get our printers and we cut to 2 buds, and then you hold this firmly with your finger, and then get your grafting tape and come in here, spin that around, and 1 wrap, and that's a very firm graft. And then the next step is to put on the parafilm. You can also use a grafting wax, as we've noted in the previous video, but the parafilm makes a pretty quick wrap. This one is actually is tearing here, so let me get a fresh piece of this. Here you can see how it stretches nicely and conforms to all the bumps, and so this makes a really nice seal. And then you do want to get your label. Get this thing labeled so you don't forget what it is you've done. And then we put them over here in the stack, and we've got a big pile of these wine saps going. So there's a saddle graft, and we'll do 2 or 3 here. And Eli, you can just film this thing while Aiden and I are taking turns here doing these grafts. And so you can see how this process is it's a fairly quick process when you get going. Here we've got our rootstock, and we use a rag here to knock the dust off of this thing. And Aiden is doing his right now. I've got the machine, and we come in here, we pass through the wood, we find our piece of scion that's going to match it. It's helpful if you have a lot of good scion wood. And here we join the thing up, we cut back to our 2 buds, we get our tape, and there we go. We've got 2 of these done here, I guess in less than a minute. So oh yes, get you a grafting machine, and oh, you'll be ready to be grafting thousands and thousands of trees and make all kind of money just in a short time. Isn't that right, Aubrey? Aubrey gets the last word, and we'll let that be the video on our saddle graft. Thank you.